Thank you, thank you. So Wade asked me to demonstrate how I made this game, and I made this game using an engine called Adventure Game Studio, known as AGS for short, and it's really geared towards making these old school adventure games. And we're going to recreate a small scene from the game right, excuse me, right here and now. And where'd it go? Here it is. So here we've got the main engine here, and the first thing you need to do is import character frames. So here we've got one of the characters. We're going to use the villain of the game, and his name is Amos Zelig, the evil rabbi who has risen to prominence through corruption and greed. So here we got his individual frames here. You got him walking up, away from the camera, down towards the camera, right, and if you flip it, it'll be left, and here he's standing. So I made these into loops, which you can see right here. If you preview them, here he's walking down, left, right, and up. And I also added some extra animations of him lifting his gun up and shooting his gun. So the first thing we need to do is give him a room to play around in. So let's make a new room. And let's save the room. And we're going to save it as room 1. It's running off a memory stick, so it's being a little slow. Then we have to load in a background. So let's load in a nice city street here. And in order to place the character there, you have to give him a walkable area, which is just this color. I'm just painting the area that he can walk. It's very hard to do on this mouse pad here, so bear with me. Here you go. There. So you place a character on this space here, and he cannot move beyond the borders. So this is room 1. Let's place our evil rabbi in the room. He's in room 6 now. I've already given him an X and Y position, so let's see how that looks. Let's test this. And it's being slow. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. And he's walking around. All right, look at him go. He's walking around. He's not moving beyond the border, but he's not doing much. So let's give him another character. Here's another character named Joe DeMarco. We're going to put him into room 1. Now, Joe DeMarco is this evil, kind of not a very nice man. He's kind of a killer, blackmailer, thief. A really, really horrible person. And I say this because we're going to do something very nasty to him very soon. And I don't want you guys to feel sorry for him. So let's do that nasty thing. If you look back here on the loops, each loop is numbered. You got loop 2 is him going right, loop 3 is him going up, loop 4 is him raising the gun, and loop 5 is him shooting. So you have to remember that in order to animate him. So interaction, this is when you click on him, and there are different sorts of interactions. You can look at him, interact with him, talk to him, use an inventory item on him. That's up to you. You can, the engine will let you choose what you want to do. To simplify things, I'm choosing any click. So just to keep things simple for our purposes. And whoops, we don't want that there. So the first thing we do, see Zelig, he has to raise his gun, right? So he animates, and up here you can see I already wrote down what I have to do because I'm a very forgetful man. Animate loop 4. Let's give him a delay of 3. You do it once, block it, and it plays forward. So he raises his gun. He raises his gun up. And then let's give him let's have Joe turn to face him. It's a small keyboard. It's hard to type on. Now there is a small dramatic pause. Uh-oh. And then he is going to shoot him. That's loop 5. And that's a fairly quick one, so we'll give him a delay of 3. Actually, let's give him a delay of 2. So it does it once, blocks, and blocks, it means that while the animation is playing, the player can interact. It pauses the game while the animation is running. So that's done, and then Joe has to die. So I say, don't feel sorry for him, because we're about to blow his brains out. And a very long delay, blocks, and it plays forwards. So let's see how this looks. Let's see if I did it right. How many of you are programmers here? Raise your hand. So by show of hands, how often does what you program happen right on the first try?
No.
Oh, one person. You're zero. All right, no supercoders. Well, let's see if I'm a supercoder. So we have Zelig walking over, and I'm going to click on him, and here's the moment of truth, guys. So it appears I am a supercoder. Thank you.